Hello job hunters, welcome you all on my YouTube channel. My name is Rohit and this is part 6 of .NET interview question series. So in this video basically we are going to cover three important and small topics, which is managed and unmanaged code, value type and reference type, and boxing and unboxing concept. So if you are preparing any C# or .NET interview, these questions will definitely come by the interviewer side. So managed codes are those codes which are executed by the CLR environment. For example, C sharp, F sharp, VB.NET code. Also, I will explain this why it is called managed, because it is manageable to run the exe or DLL file on the other operating systems as well. When our codes executed through the CLR environment, it will not directly convert it to machine code. Instead, it gives us the intermediate language code, which you can run on other operating systems and get your outputs. But in case of unmanaged codes, those codes are directly executed by the operating system, so you will not get any intermediate language code or something. So it will directly convert it to the native operating system code, like RC, C++, codes, etc. So these codes are directly compiled to native code. That's why it is called unmanaged. You cannot run those codes to the other operating system or any other systems to get your results. So that's why it is called unmanaged. So for the managed code, the runtime will also provide all the services which CLR has, like garbage collector, type checking, exception handling. But in case of unmanaged code, these services will not be provided by the native compiler or the operating system. So for this type checking, exception handling, that should be taken care by the programmer. So that will not provided automatically by the operating system. So give to the answer for the interviewer, we can simply say the codes which are passes through the CLR environments, that is called managed code, and the codes which are not run or directly passes through the CLR environment, it is called the unmanaged. So now the next question is, what is value type and reference type? So the value type holds a data value within its own memory space. That means the variables of these data types directly contain values. And another side, reference type is unlikely value types. I mean, a reference type does not store its value directly. Instead, it stores the address of the location where the actual value is being stored. So in the other words, we can say a reference type contains a pointer to another memory location that holds the actual data, which we can understand with this example. So now, as we can see in the example, for the value type, we have an integer which contains value 20. Now it is indicating the actual location of the value, where the value is stored in the RAM. Now if we look another side, in the reference type example, we can see the actual value is stored at different location, and the address of the actual value is indicating by the reference type. So as you can see here, reference type contains the address where the actual value is stored. So this is the basic difference between value type and reference type. So now interviewer can ask you also, for example, give the example of value type or reference type. So as we can see here, value types are like bool, character, double, enum, float, int, long. So these kind of all the data types comes into the value types. And in the reference type, we have string, arrays, class, and delegates. So now the next question is, what is boxing and unboxing concept? So boxing is a process when we are converting our value type to reference type or an object type, which we can see with an example here. Now we have integer a which holds value 50, and we know that integer is a value type. What we are trying to do here, we are assigning this integer to an object type or reference type. So this process is basically called boxing. Now an unboxing is a process when we are trying to convert our reference type or object type into value type. So this is called unboxing. So in the next line we can see we have integer I And our previous object type, we are assigning this to an integer by doing explicit integer typecasting. So this process is basically called unboxing. Interviewer can also ask you, can we convert our object type into the value type, or maybe our value type into an object type? So yes, we have this process, boxing and unboxing, which is converting our value type into the reference type and reference type to value type. So that's it for this video. Thank you for listening and stay connected for the more updates.